Howdy, folks. Welcome back once more to the shed. How are we all today? Give me a shout in the chat if I'm coming through good, bad, or indifferent. There's Brian and Lyndon, and who else have we got? We've got Sparky107. Hello, Dave. A very good morning to you. Tom's Merklin train layout. Good to see you, Tom. Morning. Now I can hear and see you. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good afternoon, Chuck. Recovering from emergency gallbladder surgery. Oh, that's evil. Absolutely evil. Oh, well, you take it easy there, Chuck. Indifferent for sure. Whoa. Ooh. Big words there. Good morning, Paul and Randall. Hello. Nice to see you. Simon Trains. Good to see you. Nicely timed. Just got back from catching Clun Castle. Very nice too. A bit of Great Western action there. I mentioned Lyndon. There's Paul. Right. On with the show. What do we have today? Well, my son Richard got the new Accurascale Class 50. Which one did he get? It says it on the side. Defiance in rail sector double grey livery. There is also another rail sector grey liveried Class 37 here, so I can run the two in concurrently. And yeah, it's a bit of a monster. It's got this incredible sound. It's got one of these earth mover speakers in it, and it really belts out the sound, even with the sound deadening what do you call it, Woodland Scenics underlay ballast. It really thumps right through to the wood, so you can really hear the effects of that. So we'll be going into that. Dara's Locomotive Shed, a very good day to you in the Emerald Isle. Probably very green there after all the rain and stuff that we've had. Wish I clean my glasses now. Let's see how I can do without it. Oh, I can still see the chat. That's good. Just about piggy eyes. The other bit of news is I had an upgrade on the internet side of things, a new router and an extra booster which came along with it. Digger Evans, a very good afternoon to you. Nice to see you. So I've been experimenting with that just to see if it makes a difference. Makes a hell of a lot of difference. So I'm getting 4 bars on the little indicator, which I've hitherto never had before. It's usually a single bar, and even then that's a little shaky. I'm proper organised for my live stream is set for September. Yeah, I did notice that, Brian. And I thought, September? Are you serious? Is there nothing then in between that's, you're not going to let us see your pretty face, as they say? Monsville, evening from the land of Oz. A very good evening to you too. And Ian Melling has joined us. Very good day to you, Ian. I hope you're well. Yes, so with the excitement of the Class 50 arriving, for those that don't know, it's also known as the Hoover because of some of the funky sounds that it makes. It sounds a bit like a vacuum cleaner in some of its sounds. So taking a break after the last live stream in the other channel. I see. Oh, that's okay, Brian. You're entitled to a break. You work bloody hard, mate. Andy, next Saturday for Mark 1. Next Sat for Mark 1. You're going to have to expand on that, Paul, because that's a little cryptic for me. Uh, the one Hoover that doesn't suck, the Class 50. Yeah, absolutely. A monstrous machine in its day, as was the ubiquitous Class 37, which is still with us and still in active operations on our rail network. The 50 is consigned to uh, specials and things like that. It's got all the equipment that it needs to run on the main line, but there's not that many of them around now. Many of them have been scrapped, which is a shame. But you can't hold on to everything. But those that have survived are doing quite well, and they're giving us these remarkable sounds. There's Pete. Hello, Pete. Nice to see you. Brian Mark 1 last live. Oh, I'm with you now, Paul. Okay, yeah, I'm a bit slow on the uptake. Sorry about that. I'm exhausted in general, Digger. Yes, I imagine you are. Oh, there's Lord Owl. Lord Owl. Let me just grab one of these. I'll grab two of these. Here is my Lord Owl's lavvy. Two Lord Owl's lavies. So let's bring that a little closer so you can, yeah. Unpainted. I thought I'd leave them in rail sector grey. Lord Owl grey. Yeah, the Lord of the 5 square foot. So those are pride of place over on the Network Rail section. That's where they get used the most, obviously, because needs must. You know, once you feel you have to go into motion, then Lord Owl's Lav is the very place to do it. Yes, indeed. So yeah, it's been a busy week with the internet stuff and testing that. I did a short live stream, just a private one up here. I moved the PC all the way around the shed just to see what the reception was like. It was favourable. No dropouts, no sound issues, things like that. So, yeah, so far so good. We'll see what it's like today. There's nothing like having the proof in the pudding. So, right, let's... I'll just treat you to a start-up of this Class 50. Have a listen to this. Now, you're about 5 foot away from yonder Class 50 right there. Here we go. Right, so an earth mover. Right, get this. Yeah, I think you agree that that does somewhat shake the fillings out of the teeth. So, yeah, that's pretty noisy. So, very good day to Andy Dobson. Hi, Andy. And any I missed. Yes. Did I miss it? Yes, I did. I missed Dwight Curley. How can you miss Dwight? one of the denizens of the Model Railroad Society that we are very privileged to be in. For those of you that don't know, Dwight does a Sunday evening show. That is for us at roughly around 7 o'clock in the evening. So if you feel you want a little bit of railroad action, Dwight's place is the place to go. That sound would shake Gallum's teeth out. Yes, it certainly does. Yes, I glued them in. That's all right. They'll stay. They'll stay. But yes, it's a bit raucous. It could do with a few CV adjustments to bring the prime mover down a bit. There's Digger's hoping to get a new shed. Yeah, I think that's been on the cards for a while, hasn't it, Digger? So in the meantime, let's get the 31 flying as well. This is 37104, so it's the 371. Okay, here we go. I'll shut up. Lights on. That's a good 10, 12 feet away, and that's still quite noisy. So, yeah, quite pleased with that. Let's just hit the sound on that. So we'll go back to the Class 50, which is here, option 18. And just for you, Wayne, as you've joined us, very good afternoon to you. Here comes the Class 50. And in a 12 by 8 shed, it does reverberate a bit. Yeah. Yes. It's definitely in the spirit of the Earth Mover loudspeaker that they've put in it. In fact, there's 2 speakers in it, from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wayne. For those of you that don't know, Wayne at Dugmer Junction has actually worked on the real thing, Class 50, in refurbishing these giants. And yeah, Wayne did a live stream yesterday, and he confirmed that the sounds that emanate from this Accurascale Class 50 is just like the real thing. So that's an affirmation if you need one. Are they expensive for what they are? No, I don't think so. They're around, depending if you get like this, the DCC sound version, you're looking at what, 280 odd pounds, something like that. So that puts the DC version, DCC ready, about 180, which is as reasonable as you're going to get these days for such a fine model. Oh yes, the sounds are fantastic. It's the little details in the sound, like the rad fan, compressor, and turbo whining. Yeah, well, Wayne, you would know that. In running these machines, everything cuts in at various times, either automatically or by manual switches, and you would know what they sound like. So if you say it's good, that's good enough for me. So 560 Australian dollars. Yeah. The Class 37 is an older Bachmann iteration, not their latest all singing, all dancing job, but this is poodling around very quietly without the sound on, of course. No noticeable motor noise. It's the same with the Class 50. It's just tickling around. Looking at that, the fan is zipping away inside there. It's got a little air fan just under a grill at the top, and it's connected to a little electric motor which drives it. Did you see that new junction? Richard did a demo of how to get the body off and the whys and wherefores. Yeah, very useful. I did see that, Al. I could only watch half of it. There was something else going on at the same time. Carl Stevens, a very good morning. And yeah, very useful, that, particularly with the chains and some of the little details on the front which need to be removed one end just so you can get the body off. And I just watched it up to that point and I thought, that's useful. So if the body does need to come off, and I think this will because it's got a bit of a squeak in reverse. I'm not sure what that is. Moneybrook Junction, Mark and Lisa, a very good afternoon to you. I hope the sun is shining on your domicile. Domicile. Yeah, that's not a fancy word for a caravan. That's where you live. So yeah, I hope all is well. So yes, these two mechanically are as good as it gets. I'd stack them up against any. With the Bachmann, you get what you pay for. With the Accurascale, I think they've tried to tread a line between detail fidelity and good engineering and trying to keep the costs reasonable. And I think they've succeeded. To me, that's a superb model. Great paint scheme. The way they've done it is excellent. Bit dull, but dry. Got some new plants in the garden for after your stream. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I know Richard's growing a few strawberries out in tubs in the garden. The reason he's doing it in tubs is to keep the slugs away, because you can turn the top of the, they're like made out of canvas, and you can turn the top over so they can't actually get around it. Oh, there's Dino. Nice to see you, Dino. Very good afternoon to you. I hope Derby is not being splattered with rain. I've got the Richard's Class 50, which we're giving a run. This is a good test out for it. I know he's run it in and obviously given enough time on it, but to get an hour or two's motion on it, that's not going to do it any harm whatsoever. In fact, trying to work out squeaks, it might actually be a benefit. So anyway, today's beverage of choice is a coffee. It's in there somewhere. Cheers, everybody, and here's to your modelling preferences. We have Stormy Sky Rail Productions. A very good day. Now, is that Steve? Is that Jenny? Or is that Dave? I can never tell. Kyle usually can, and Dwight usually can, but I can never tell. So whoever it may be, a very good morning to you, and thank you for joining. So yes, British Class 50, British class 37, excuse me, and there is some funky English china clay tankers here. 3 of those are Walthers. One of them is an Atlas. Which do I prefer? The Walthers. Better constructed, better wheels, better trucks. The fidelity of the parts is better on the Walthers. The Atlas looks to be a little fragile, and the Atlas one is slightly longer. I can't tell who is who. I ain't Nostradamus. No, you're not. But anyway, let's just say a get well soon to Chuck Schreiber, who's had a little bit of medical trouble. And I hope you are not hurting too badly. And I hope you get well soon, Chuck. So you take it easy and let yourself heal. Any road. Yes. Which side of the track? How are we doing? You see, my internet has dropped down to 1 bar, which is a bit worrying. But I'll keep an eye on that. It's liable to come and go because even the booster itself drops out sometimes. So, anyway, if anybody has any trouble with sound or vision, just let me know. And let's get you down on the track so you can see some action. Right, here goes. I'll try not to move too fast. Here goes. That's a little wobbly, isn't it? Here comes the ubiquitous Class 50, affectionately known as the Hoover, a massive 100-ton plus monster, which used to ply its trade in the West Country of the UK, hence the ECC Tiger wagons. Coming the other way from behind you is the Class 37. Pulling a couple of English China Clay International bullets. And then we've got the 3 Walthers tankers, and following up the rear is the Atlas. Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them. Nice and bright. That powder blue logo on it, yeah, looks really good. No issues apart from the vomit can. Yeah, sorry about that. Only having the one camera because I'm going straight to YouTube does have its limitations. But then if I then went for something like StreamYard, that's liable to cost quite a bit of money. And if you go the full hog to OBS, that tends to be very hungry on your computer. Well, the big tank cars were made for Kerno Model Rail in Cornwall. The big Tiger ECC International. Let's see if I can find the box. The box looks something like this. Clay Tigers. And that is Kerno Model Rail Centre. Now, they've since sent some of their jigging and tooling over to EFE, which is owned by Bachmann, and the other 3 are EFE models, but they're literally identical. and there is photographic evidence that the Class 50 pulled English China Clay Tigers. So there you go. The Class 37, that's a journeyman, so it will just about pull anything at any time. A new subscriber is Dinmore Junction. That's very kind of you. Oh, the thumbs up has been thumped. Thanks, Pete. I can always rely on you. Interesting note for Sparky. I did spot a very nice Canadian loco I very much like, made by Rapido. It's called I believe it's the D10. It's been out a couple of years. A little bit on the expensive side. It's 460, which is my favoured wheel arrangement. 0 to 60 trains. A very good afternoon to you. I hope you're well, and I hope the weather is not plummeting down on you. I hope it's fine and enjoyable. So yeah, I might look into getting one of those Rapido D10s. We'll see. They're obviously still around. I think they've got them at Otter Valley models. But I'll contemplate that one. But I believe it's in Canadian national colours and Quebec railroad, I would imagine it is, or railway. Various different schemes, but all Canadian, because I don't think it ever crossed the border. Yeah, I was just wondering if yourself or James, or probably not Trackside Mike, because Trackside Mike's a bit sort of modern, might have one of those, so they could give me a heads up on what it's like. The sounds all sound good. The mechanism goes to as slow as sort of a half a mile per hour, which is really, really good, and smoothly. So it looks a good model. So who knows? I may well have a Canadian Odyssey on my layout, but we'll see. And Clive has joined us. A very good afternoon, Clive. I hope your lofted Escort is still on the roof and you're not underneath it. And we have Robin Grace in the chat, maybe albeit briefly, but very nice to see you. And I hope the weather gods are smiling on you. Hover Motion is giving his Taurus a first run. They're trying to smile on you. Oh, I see. Right, let's check this out. Here comes the Class 50. It's bound to get a little noisy. Yes, good afternoon, Chess. Noisy bugger, that one. That's the new Accurascale Class 50. A tooth-rattling, shed-bulging sound. Right, let's grab a little Class 31 action. Here comes the sound on the Class 31. You'll forgive me if I don't have both of them on at the same time. I'm afraid that would be an absolute cacophony, and you wouldn't hear a word I said. The Closet Branch is in the chat. A very good day to you. I hope you're well. And Maura King. Hello, Maura. I hope the Emerald Isle is smiling on you. Weather here at the moment is overcast but fair, not raining. A little breezy. I'm not sure what the temperature is. Let's take a quick look at the temperature. Hovering around the 60-degree mark, which is disappointing for this time of year. It's supposed to be flaming June. James, a very good morning to you. James, just a quick one. Do you happen to have a Rapido D10 460 locomotive? Just give me an affirmative or a denial in the chat, if you please. Yeah, flaming June. I don't recall a flaming June since probably in about 20 years. I think we've had a couple of flaming Mays, but June seems to be a month of uproar with the weather. No, but you've got some Hudsons. Okay. It was just a little inquiry because I'm sort of thinking of getting one, James. 460 D10. I know they've made it in coal-fired and oil-fired, but I think they manufactured them about 2 or 3 years ago, so they're starting to run out now. And I think if I want my choice, I might have to make it soon. Well, James, if you don't get the DCC sound one, it looks relatively inexpensive, but then add on to that postage and packing and import duty, it's liable to then get quite expensive. Still, if you come across one, you know where I am. Just give me a shout and we'll see what can be done. Chaz is up in Derbyshire next week. Might get some real train rides in. Well, fill your boots, Chaz. Fill your boots. Okay, thanks, James. I believe they have the DC Ready version or versions at Otter Valley Hobbies. So I know they export over to the UK, but I'm not sure what that would cost. But I know they do PayPal as well, so that's not an issue. Oh, Stormy's going to head off to the grocery store. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 or more. Stormy done a fart in the grocery store. Sorry about that. Sorry, it had to be done. Anyway, you take care. Get your groceries and enjoy the food. Yeah, I thought you might appreciate that. So much for the bloody Red Baron, huh? Right, let's try a bit of sound action with the pair of them. So let's try this one first. And this one. I think you'll agree that's bone-shatteringly loud. Yeah, it's an expensive business though, Chas. Unless you get into it on DCC, it's rather difficult to get everything chipped afterwards. We found that we have to be selective, otherwise the wallet tends to run away with you. Right, let's get you over the other side of the layout and we'll see what we can see from there. Here we go. All right. How's that? The view okay? Good, oh. Ooh. What was the favourite show? Let me just go up on. No, I must have missed that one. I think I've missed it. Oh, Supermarket Sweep. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good light entertainment, actually. Ray Bertelson. A very good morning to you, Ray. Hope you're well. And Heath has joined us. Well, Heath, check this out for digital command control sound. Here we go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A little sound action. Now, Heath, in an 8-foot by 12-foot shed, that is quite deafening. So I've had to tone it down somewhat to make myself heard. The ubiquitous Class 37, 2 English China clay bullets, and the rest of these are Walthers and Atlas tankers. China clay, of course. And we've been joined by Stanover Mark. Very good day to you, Mark. I hope the weather gods are smiling upon you down on the south coast. I hope everything is well. For those that don't know, Heath is in New York City, in the US of A. USA, USA. And runs a quite brilliant live stream full of tech and railroads, all in Engage or N scale, as they call it in the States. Yeah, check out Heath. Always entertaining. March West Junction, Andy. Very good day to you. I hope all is well and you are enjoying yourself, as we all should be. And there's Wesley. A very good morning to you, Wesley. I hope you're well. We're just having a little DCC sound action. Coming around any second now is the Class 37, affectionately known as the Tractor. Woo, enough already. Enough already. And here comes the Class 50, known affectionately as the Hoover. Woo, that's loud. Yes, Ray, 2 silver hot dogs. They're English China clay slurry wagons used in the paper industry. They come out of Cornwall and they are usually driven up to, it used to be Stoke and the Potteries area. And I believe there's quite a paper making industry in Scotland. And that's where I believe a lot of them end up right now. These are the pristine ones, which look very silver. They also do a version which is weathered, which is quite orange and brown. And the American tankers, I'm sure you'll recognise. Now, I did help out Steve Childers with his live stream. That was a good workout for my Wi-Fi system. But I noticed something on it which I hadn't noticed before. When I'm not talking, I've got a really irritating habit of chewing my own lip. And it was only when I watched it back that I realised that I was doing it. So that's something I'll really have to work on not doing. That's a terrible habit. I suppose it's better than chewing someone else's lip, but yeah, a bad habit all the same. Yeah, there's 3 types of bullets I've seen, Clive. There's the pristine ones like these. There's the weathered ones, which are all over brown. And then Kerno also did a halfway house, which is all over brown, but the little bits around the logos are still chrome silver. So they're worth looking out for, but they're a pretty penny at the moment. Yes, 0 to 60 trains. Unless I only watched it for the reason that I wanted to see what the Wi-Fi looked like, or the overall, what the stream looked like, whether I was breaking up or not. Usually I don't look at whatever I've done. But then again, I could be a narcissist and sit there with a mirror. But no, it's not my style. Yeah, Mark, the Class 50 is a bit of a beast. Very good value for money if you're just running it DC. The DCC one obviously adds £110 on top of that, but that's reasonable. But whatever you do in model railways, model railroading, it's going to be expensive. It always has been. So I think we've gotten used to it over the years. Right, let's do a swift turn around on the camera and see what we can see. Oh, it's the Class 50. There we go. Yeah, Chaz, that's quite commonplace. I think we all try to fill in the gaps when you're struggling for words and stuff like that. It's not easy, not an easy thing to stop yourself doing. Oh, Wayne's off. Enjoy the EE traction. You're welcome, Wayne. Say hello to your dad for me. Another great denizen of model railway excellence. And have a great day. How are we doing? We've got 34 in the chat, which is absolutely incredible. With 31 likes, I'm most appreciative. That's an affirmation, which is great. Everybody here is very friendly, particularly Lord Al. For those that don't know, when Lord Al turns up at a model railway show, he's generally swamped, absolutely swamped from the minute he walks in to the minute he walks out. I'm sure Al would agree with me there, but you'll never meet a bigger fireball than Lord Al. Great enthusiast, always great to talk to, great sense of humour. That's all you're lacking now. Only joking. Yeah, Al's a legend, an absolute legend. So here's my coffee. Cheers, Al. Yeah, it's great because you don't just get to meet Al, you get to meet his grandson and his lovely wife, and usually his daughter as well. And each one of them is a chip off the old block. Really, really nice people. Just make sure the check's in the post, Al. Oh, I'm sure that'll be on the cards, Mark. Usually only attend the really big shows, or if it's really local and we can fall out of bed into it. But we have known to be going further afield, particularly if there's a layout that we really want to see. Yeah, many have tried, Chaz, and if you can get through the crowd, yeah, that's great. It's like flies around a doggy entrail. It's quite astounding, actually. That's what you call a big presence. And we have Grandpa Rails in, John Dilly, John number 1. A very good morning to you, John. And just for you, let's have a little more sound action. Here comes the Class 50, which sounds like this. And the Class 31, which sounds like this. Right, I'll just bring the Class 50 round and I'll stop it somewhere about here. And then we'll see what the takeoff sounds like. As a segue to the end of the live stream. Here she comes. That's what it sounds like on tick over. And off we go. Thunderous. So there we go. Excelente. Caboose 1973 has subscribed on my channel. That's very good. Kind of sounds like a C44 9W. I'll have to take that on advisement there, Randall. You would know, and I don't think I would. But you're bringing Lady Barbara. Got to bring Lady Barbara. Papa John. Yeah. Lots of English China Clay international tankers today, and hopper wagons, if you call them that, Tiger hopper wagons. Some of those are actually American. There's 3 Walthers English China Clay tanks, and the final one, just behind the loco that's arriving now, is an Atlas. But they're all branded English China Clay. It's just a shame that English China Clay as a concern was taken over by the French, and it now become Imerys. Oh, never mind. Anyway, let's grab the camera. Oh, and back here we are. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the ubiquitous sounds of these 2 locomotives. I think as far as DCC sound goes, yeah, I think both of them have just nailed it. I believe they are both, what's his name? Jamie Goodman. They're both Jamie Goodman sounds. Both the Class 50, Jamie Goodman recorded that for Accurascale. And in the Bachmann one, that's a 21-pin MTC lock sound with Jamie Goodman sound on it again. So there's a little endorsement for Jamie Goodman. Pretty good sounds. I think you'll agree. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming in. It's a bit of fun on a Sunday. It is all. I try not to chew my lip. I think it's because I'm on somebody else's stream and I'm not saying anything, and I was just sort of chewing away, just trying to pass the time, I suppose, because it's Steve's stream and I don't really want to take it over or anything like that. I'm not the big I am. It's Steve's stream, and I'm just there as support. So yeah, it's a bad habit, chewing the inside of your lip. So I'll have to try and get out of that habit. But thanks everyone for coming in into the little keyhole onto my world. Yeah, great fun. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. And if I don't see you in the streams, Dwight's stream tonight, for example, I'll catch up with you in the various other streams that are on. And failing that, next Sunday, what shall I run? I'll think about it. Anyway, Saturday for me, as it's Father's Day on Sunday. Is that next Sunday? Who knows what Father's Day will bring? Usually it's something good, but we'll see. Anyway, take care, everybody, and enjoy your trains. Bye-bye for now. Adios, amigos.